Welcome to SIRS Discoverer, the database for upper elementary and middle school students, where you can come get information for any projects or reports that you need to do, or if you just would like to satisfy your curiosity by browsing through it. When you come to SIRS Discoverer, you will find this search bar right here with an advanced search option, and also some topics that you can just browse if you would like. Those topics are also listed up here. Animals, controversial issues, great if you're on the debate team or if you have to write an opinion paper, countries, states, and Canadian provinces, and famous people. There are also nonfiction books you can read online on a number of different topics. Let's pick science, just to show you as an example. You can have them listed by trending, last updated, or A to Z. All right. If I was to pick, for instance, in the sky, planets, table of contents, I can actually open the PDF of the book and it will look just like as if I had the paper book in my hand. Okay. However, I don't have to do that. I can actually just read it right here. If I were to click on the first chapter, let's see, it looks just exactly like the PDF did, and I can just read it here as well. There's the Lexile score on here if you happen to know what reading level you're at. The bigger the number, the more difficult the reading level is. This can be translated into English into a number of languages if you are having some trouble with learning English, and you can also have it read aloud to you, although it can only read aloud to you in English. It cannot read aloud in the other languages. Just to give you an idea, every time that you pick one of these topics, you get a number of subtopics to pick from if you just would like to explore. You're not sure exactly what it is that you want to look at. Okay. Once you click on one of these, again, it'll be a short article. All right, some related images, some key facts that you might need for your report. And if that's not enough, you can find more sources for monarch butterfly, and it will bring up a number of things that are not actually held here at SIRS Discoverer, but are in newspapers, magazines, books, web resources, and other sources. If you want, you can pick from things that have only been in the last month or the last year, or you can customize. Let's say if you want things specifically just in the last 5 years, and you want things a little bit more recent. So I can pick that. Now there's suddenly fewer things that I have to go searching through because I want to make sure that I had the most recent information. Again, you can see that the Lexile level is listed here, if that's useful information for you. Let's go back to home for a moment. If you pick either the country, states, and provinces or the famous people in addition to the information, there will also be at the bottom a timeline. All right, that can be useful if you need to know sort of major events in a person's life or major events in the formation of a country or state. You know, when was it founded or discovered, any changes that happened, any major events that happened during the life, and then when it became sort of the known form that it's in today. If you find that these are not really enough for you, or they don't have the topic that you want, you can just go ahead and search for it up here. For instance, I'm going to pick Mars. All right, again, now this is showing me I have 1,214 newspapers articles that are pulled out, 2,075 magazines. That's an awful lot. Maybe I don't want so many. Maybe I just want things from the last year. Now this becomes a lot less. Or perhaps I only want information from web resources, and I can click on that and see if everything is relevant. You can see that not everything has to do with Mars directly. This has to do with the Super Bowl. That may have to do with the fact that Bruno Mars is being mentioned, or some other reference to Mars that has nothing to do with the planet. So you do have to watch a little bit and make sure that the information that comes up is what you want. Again, Lexile level is listed here. If I were to click on any article, okay, you can see again down here, there's some related documents, there's some related subjects if I'm not really sure what it is that I wanted. Maybe I specifically want to make sure that I'm getting the Mars planet. Okay, now you see up here that it's done that search for me. The SU means subject. Okay, and again here. Now if I had wanted to do an advanced search on my own, then I could have actually gone ahead and limited it to these things, to the publication dates, to the news source type right away. Maybe if I wanted to say Mars planet, okay, and I only wanted magazines, Okay, then I can pick that, and it is showing me only magazines. All right. If you like an article and you want to make a note of where you got this information, on every page is going to be a citation section to use this document, which means I can click on Cite, all right, and it can give me 3 different formats, MLA 8, APA 6. There is actually an APA 7, so this is a little bit behind, and a Turabian 8. Your teacher will probably want MLA 8, but that, you might want to check. And then you just simply hit copy, and then paste that into whatever document you're working on. If you happen to have the tools EasyBib or Noodle Tools, you can have the citation sent directly to that for you. You can also print the document or email the document to yourself. I'm sorry, not the document, the article. You can print the article or email the article to yourself, or you can save it to your Google Drive or your Microsoft OneDrive if you have access to one of those things. So you can see all the number of different things that you can look for and the best ways to go looking for it. If you mistype something really badly, it will not know what you're talking about. But if you're not sure, let's say how to type, let's say Hubble for the telescope, you see it starts to bring it up for you. Okay, and then you can just click on that if you're not entirely sure. If you make a minor spelling mistake, for instance, if I type perseverance for the new Mars rover, this is not spelled correctly. It did actually pick up what I wanted, and it brought up what I really wanted. If I were to have really misspelled it a lot, though, then it would probably just tell me I don't know. So, spelling matters. Do your best, but if you get pretty close, it will probably be able to figure out what it is that you wanted. For your teachers, there are educator resources. They can look for curriculum standards that match your state. There are training webinars if they would like to know more about using ProQuest SIRS Discoverer, LibGuides, things like that, so if they just want to familiarize themselves more with the material. By the way, just in case you wondered, ProQuest is actually just a company that collects information. They are not publishing the information themselves, but they collect information, as you saw, from newspapers, magazines, websites, and they bring it all together for you to have easy access to it. So as I said, you can browse through one of the pre-made topics, and if you don't see one of those things there that you want, you can just type it in here or use the advanced search for more information. I hope that you found this very helpful, and I hope that you've put your newfound skills to great use. Happy exploring!